Welcome back to the Nightmind office, everyone. Glad all of you could join me this evening. I'd say a lot of pleasant and excited things about how it's the beginning of October, leaves are changing, air's getting cooler, hooray, but we've held off on this topic long enough. I want to get to it, you want to get to it, even Surfshark is here again tonight sponsoring this video because they want to know what's up. And it's a good thing they did because we're all reminded just by watching that the internet can be fraught with dangers both paranormal and real. Thankfully, Surfshark is here to help shut them out and keep you protected from all manner of trackers, malware, information fishers, intrusive ads, and everyday creeps and cheaters. Surfshark uses clean web technology and industry-leading encryption to help protect your logins, passwords, bank information, and location. And their service is available for unlimited devices, from your phone to your game console. Guard yourself against attempts to access your data while receiving alerts about potential breaches, and stay safer than ever with a virtual private network that can run your activity through over 1,000 servers in 56 countries. If you want an extra layer of security, you can even run blind search and improved incognito mode. Surfshark wants to give another special offer to Nightmind viewers during this visit. 83% off a 2-year plan and 3 extra months for free at surfshark.deal/nightmind. This special offer makes your subscription just $2.21 per month so you can browse securely on all your devices. Again, that's surfshark.deals/nightmind, where you can use the code Nightmind to get 83% off a 2-year plan and 3 extra months for free. Thanks to Surfshark for sponsoring this video and giving an excellent offer to Nightmind viewers. Now, I am Sophie. I love this story, I love this project. But it's taken us into such territory lately that there was only one thing I could possibly title this update. What happened? Let's pick up where we left off. On May 16th, we received the video, Are You Being You?, in which Lara is tormented by a digital pixel avatar of Sophie from the game, The Guide to Being Young, Rich, and Powerful. Events play out with interruptions showing people who have purchased YRP merch cutting out their eyes and ending their lives on camera. Lara also hears a moment from the future, the scene when Sophie and Plum visit Lara and want to go into the room that's locked. During the same time frame of this video release, an Instagram post by Sophie went out with instructions for people to post pictures of themselves in YRP merch and the image of a joystick and a lot of blood. Followers soon provided, and they were rewarded with edits of the pictures that showed their eyes crossed out. It was hard to hold our breath until the next update during this time, but soon it arrived. May 27th, Lara3.mp4. Lara is outside and seems to be recovering from her incident, but some of the things she has to say are very concerning.
Things haven't really felt right in a while. So I've been trying to get out of my room, as you can see. Because even though it's a place where I can kind of be myself and stuff, it's felt quite tilted. Like it's dragging and weighing me into this weird direction. It's just made me feel quite like sick and muddled. It's like the air is thick, like there's something mixed with it that just makes it feel quite fat. My dad doesn't have a job for me anymore. Just like that. So clearly he's kind of been struggling. He'll try and shadow it by saying stuff like, everything's running smoothly and everything is more efficient without you, Lara. So yeah, I'm looking for a new job. I'm kind of hoping to go back to school as well, choose a course that I like. I've been having really bizarre dreams as well. And they're the same each time, so I'll be lying in my bed in the middle of the night, asleep, and then I'll feel something at the end of my bed, like sink into the mattress. But I'm not afraid, so I sit up and there's this man in a suit, and he's got something wrong with his face, but I can't figure out what, and he's like caressing my feet really softly and gently and like lovingly. And then he slowly points to the corner of the room, and there's this like crouched figure in the shadows, and unlike the man in the suit, the figure makes me feel really threatened, and like, it gives me that spiral feeling in my stomach. And then the man tells me not to worry, and then I ask him if any of this is real, and he starts to open his mouth really wide, like unnaturally wide. Almost like he's trying to smile, and then I wake up. And the weirdest thing is the feeling I get when I look at the figure is the same feeling I get in the tilted room. And there's a big part of me that wants to accept it and let it in and kind of see where it takes me. Like, is it so wrong to want to be pulled into a weird direction when the one I'm standing on is so plain and flat? And if you guys saw my other videos, like, you'll know that the terror from the game made me feel small and unsafe. But I've been thinking about this more and more since I, like, shut it down and locked it away, is that it also made me feel seen. Like, no matter how lost it made me feel, it's just been gnawing at me. Like, I'm worth something to someone. And no matter how much I breathe in the fresh air, it is nowhere near as satisfying as the thick air in the tilted room that makes me feel sick and muddled.
It's clear from what Lara has said that her experience left an impact on her, and the atmosphere of her room too. It's not comforting to hear about a further breakdown in the relationship with her father, but all of that pales in comparison to the news that Lara's having dreams of the Hand of Hate, and there's some other presence there that makes her scared. Topping it all off with a confession that the air in her room now, the tilted room, is somehow becoming more satisfying than fresh air, we're left with severe concern for Lara, and the sense that already her temptation is underway. June 3rd ushered in the next update, titled Continue.mp4. We hear Sophie, Pixel Avatar Sophie, thanking us or Lara for her beauty, her innocence, her eyes, her voice, her time, and many other parts of a person and their experience over a collage as Lara lies in bed. There are shots of Sophie and a clip of Lara finishing her video outside by picking up a knife and using it on her arm, followed by images of a horse and a flash of the words, "Decapitated horse" from the game. When Sophie is done thanking us, or Lara, she asks,
"Now, do you feel your head swelling? Do you feel it oozing? We're nearly there now, Lara, while everyone is watching."
During Sophie's game, there were hints of a plane crash while she was on the private jet. It was the first time we'd been given any indication of an accident like that in Sophie's life, and now we're seeing it here. Going frame by frame, there's nothing I've discovered that tells us anything new. We'll have to keep this in mind going forward to see where there's connective tissue. June 13th brought us another invasion of Sophie's life using Lara. Poor girl lives on 10 pounds for a day, failed.
Hello? 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 Do you wish to continue, Lara?
Yes.
Hey Lara! Welcome back to our channel. Today is going to be an interesting day because we are doing a money challenge. Today, I want you to steal £10 from your dad.
I don't think I can do that. It's not really, a good time.
No, it'll be fine. £10 isn't a lot of money. It's like 10,000 pennies.
Okay, Sophie. Okay.
But today's also the launch of my fashion label, YRP. Yeah, I think it's just really versatile stuff and it just goes with everything. But the most important thing about the label is what it stands for. Like, a lot of fashion brands forget about that. They just care about the clothes, but I care about the message behind the clothes.
You know my dad will know that I took this, right?
No, it'll be fine. £10 isn't a lot of money. It's like 10,000 pennies.
Okay. I'm done. Can I go to sleep now?
Burn it.
What?
Burn it.
Burn what?
No, it'll be fine. £10 isn't a lot of money. It's like 10,000 pennies.
There's a lot that's wrong here. And when I say wrong, I mean messed up, because this is twisted. YRP Mobile? This shouldn't exist. A pixel Sophie ordering Lara around to steal money from her dad and burn it? And some of the messages during the loading sequence. Algorithm, Lambos, private jets, Tempest Park, fear, hate, pain, eyes, cat, Skila, Plum, Sophie. Tempest Park is the name of the home Sophie and her father live in. The Skila connection was made early on, but now it's just being thrown right at us as a reference for the events occurring. What else you might take note of is how this version of Sophie has no eyes, and during a flash, there is, naturally, an appearance by the hand of hate. Sophie's tone and the screen's display at the beginning give us context enough to understand that Sophie's game has taken on a physical aspect now, and Lara is stuck playing. She doesn't want to do this, but some aspect of the experience is keeping her obedient. It brings to mind her comments about the air in her room, however negative, becoming more comfortable than the outside. On June 25th, an Instagram video arrives that just seems to show Lara in tears obscured by distortion. On Twitter, Simon asks us to stop watching and just let it die. He's ruined everything, if he ever had any control to begin with, and he's sorry to Lara. There was a video on July 3rd, and I do remember it, but it was removed. Simon tells us YouTube took down the video and asks us what we've done. I told you to stop watching. Maybe last post from me. Wish me luck. He quotes what Lara asks at the beginning of her videos and says, Vlog 11 might die with Pop Goes the Weasel. The part about YouTube taking down the video is true, and the video was titled Pop Goes the Weasel. The context was found to be offensive to the guidelines, resulting in deletion. Thankfully, the followers at r/IamSophie composed a dedicated and detailed timeline document of everything that's happened, and it includes description of the material. I did see Pop Goes the Weasel when it was uploaded and remember some of the content, but this absolutely helps me fill in the gaps so I can present the picture. Excellent work as always, r/IamSophie. It's much in the same distortion and clips format of other recent videos, but does relate an event. Lara's vlog intro plays Untitled, but with a date of November 20th, 2019. It then changes to February 20th, 2020, the day Sophie's first official video arrived. The audio from the moment in which Sophie looks at her phone, laughs, and says she's uploaded it plays over the horse footage from the continue video. Lara is then shown through several cuts of footage in the act of killing something and sobbing, covered in blood, an image we've seen on the Instagram, while the pixelated version of Sophie from the game stays on screen and sings Pop Goes the Weasel under a hashtag bearing that message. Lara's hand is filmed petting and stroking whatever she's killed. Towards the end of the video, we see a close-up of Chloe, Sophie's manager, smiling. The upload ends with pixelated Sophie calling a new character, David, who answers the phone and is told, "Hello, David. It's time to tune in." We return to Lara's DVD menu and Vlog 8 is selected. The date is shown to be November 1st, 2019, then it changes to June 2nd, 2019. A clip is shown of a dead and decomposing animal, maybe a cat, maybe a weasel, covered in flies. Audio that plays over it was heavily distorted, but cleanup by a member of the subreddit's Discord reveals it's most likely saying, "I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry." The context clues we have are quite clear. Lara has killed something, or been made to, under the mocking gaze of the pixel Sophie. What we have to ask is whether she successfully decapitated a horse, which would be hard for her to do in several ways, or if she's killed her own cat, which would solve the loose end of what happened to Lara's cat in the future and whether it really is her house. As for the rest of the video, a lot of loud audio playing over close-ups of art pieces. In the wake of the upload, I remember searching Google Images for classical art of the myth of Scylla, which led me to matches for all of the pieces shown, and those have been verified in the timeline, firmly tying the events we're witnessing to the story of Scylla's downfall. Eerie audio then plays over a slow zoom on Sophie in the conservatory. She turns, but the video stops before she reveals her face. Screaming from the plane crash at the end of the previous video can be heard, as well as some repetition of I'm so sorry, either by Lara or David, the new character. What we can make of this following the previous upload is awful. Pixel Sophie gave Lara a new challenge involving animal sacrifice, just as she pushed her to steal money from her father and burn it. Lara is hopelessly, horribly under the control of this version of Sophie. On July 6, a devastating blow. A video clip from the Twitter once held by Simon, showing a blood-covered stuffed flamingo with gore around its eye. The code posted with the video translates to Pop. Pop goes the weasel. Simon, our only contact left, has been taken out. Viewers sat waiting to see if there would be any form of communication from Simon, from someone, and July 19th crushed that hope, delivering a video on Instagram and Twitter that showed Simon's body, blood pooling around his head. The same day, an upload arrived on the channel, the last one we've received, titled, I Can See You All.
Hello, and welcome to Crodius Industries. My name is Howard Moore, and this is your induction. Over the course of your employment, you will acquire the tools harnessed by our staff to change the lives of thousands of men around the globe. With our ever-developing unique system, Crodius Industries is delivering a product so that our 24/7 support staff is crucial to our ongoing success and confidentiality. So from here, our head of production, Chloe, will get you settled. But for now, on behalf of the company, myself, and our future, thank you and welcome.
Hi Simon, that's okay, I just popped on myself. So, how's it going? Things are really stacking up. We've had a ton of orders out of the blue recently, which is no bad thing. As you probably know, Mark's up to his eyeballs. So, what's up? I'm just gonna say it. I was kind of hoping you were calling to ask for your old job back.
Not exactly. I had something else I wanted to talk to you about. I need to put an...
Is that so? And you couldn't go to Mark?
That's why I thought you could help me out, and I wouldn't have to go to him and, you know.
So, what's it for?
It's something I've been working on, Chloe, and I can't really...
What are you after?
Blonde hair, blue eyes, preferably tall and slim.
All the classics.
I've actually got a reference photo that I could send you. I've got some key phrases that I'd like you to embed too, along with those personality traits. I'll send that with the photo in the email, and I need it to be as exact as you can get it.
As best as your code can, Simon.
Yeah. I want to call her Sophie.
Sophie. Okay. Sophie.
I think it's going to be easier to explain what answers we've just been given instead of what we don't understand now, because what this means in the grand scale is too big and too insane to tackle immediately. The character you saw at the start, that's David from the missing upload. Because of YouTube's deletion, we don't know how much is canon from that video, so this might be treated as David's first appearance, we don't know. I'll also clear this up immediately. Yes, this is Nathan Barnett who plays the character of Dad in his own web series. No, this is not a crossover. He is playing a role for I Am Sophie, not the Dad character. And I'm really not trying to be mean or overbearing here, it's just that everybody following I Am Sophie, from myself to other content creators to the members of r/I Am Sophie, already went through a storm of, oh my god, look, it's Dad, is it a crossover, are they connected kind of messages for a full week after this video was uploaded. And it happened when Pop Goes the Weasel was live, and none of us need to go through that again. This was just creators in the scene giving some love to other creators. Anyway, he's watching a promotional video that has the same music Sophie used in her intros, and it's a promo for Cradius Industries. If you look closely at the image for Cradius, you'll see that it's in the same style as the title card for Sophie. This promo video is practically screaming, I am from the same source as Sophie, and we'll get into why that is. Seeing all the shots of 3D women in the promo and hearing talk about tools harnessed by staff to change the lives of thousands of men, that's probably already given you a sense. But listen to what the man says here.
So from here, our head of production, Chloe, will get you settled.
That's the name of the woman Simon talks to later on in a video call. Chloe, head of production. And what's more, she's the same Chloe we've already met, Sophie's manager. Simon and Mark are also revealed during the call to be connected to Cradius Industries. Mark is still working with them. Simon used to work for them, and they're using his code. And yes, he is ordering a Sophie, with a reference image and key phrases he wants. The end of the video shows the new 3D Sophie overlapping and replacing the physical that we've known in her uploads. At the beginning of the video, the date we saw from Lara's vlog was again November 20th, 2019, but changed to February 20th, 2020. More time jumps and timeline confusion. As for what else we can pin down immediately, Cradius is the mother of Scylla in Greek mythology, who warned Homer about the monster her daughter had become. These are the things in front of us we can pin down. This is all that makes sense, and it's good to list it because almost nothing else does now. One of my favorite things about this series has been how often it throws me a new twist. This one though, what it's telling us cannot possibly work, right? It can't be true. So let's settle down and try to tackle this in a way it makes sense, right? Let's get a timeline going. In Lara.mp4, the first Lara Vlogs video, we go to Vlog 1, which was uploaded to YouTube on June 2nd, 2019. In the same DVD scrolling video, we go to Vlog 12, which is unlisted and from February 13, 2020. It was during this vlog that Lara encounters Sophie's channel ad and skips over it. Or, possibly, an ad for Cradius Industries. We don't know now if it was Sophie's channel or Cradius Industries that ad was for. Let's bear that in mind going forward. February 13, 2020 was when Sophie introduced her channel trailer, advertising her first vlog that would come on February 20th. Lara begins on June 2nd, 2019. Sophie begins February 13th, 2020. Vlog 9 is shown as the next Lara video, and that's Untitled from November 10th, 2019. Vlog 2 is shown after from June 21st, 2019, and that was the vlog in which we first heard Simon, Lara's friend, over the phone. It's also the first occurrence of the anonymous emailer asking Lara to play The Guide to Being Young, Rich, and Powerful, coming at the end of Lara's smoky eye makeup tutorial. Lara keeps getting these emails until July 11, 2019, when she decides to pick up the game and plays it on a live stream. This marks the first occurrence in the timeline of any version of Sophie so far, and yet it's showing clips of Sophie's torment in the future. Lara herself comments on it, and we receive our first hint about the Scylla connection. The next vlog is from the same day, same session. Lara is wearing the same clothing, and she's told by a distorted Sophie from the future that she'll be performing her vlog challenge. This is a side note of something I've picked up before but haven't gone in depth over. Right after noticing Plum's lifeless corpse in the water while playing, the view count goes up by 1. At all other times on Lara's channel, the view count is 6. I'm still waiting on a moment to tie this occurrence into in order to have meaning beyond what I can try guessing at. We know Lara's footage here ends with her scared and confused by the pixel Sophie talking to her, and she may not understand the future Sophie footage, but we do. Then we get the first video of Simon, who's trying to keep himself safe from something with all these flamingos. He's upset because he always helps people, and there's someone he helps a lot, but they don't have time to go for a drink with him. he gets a message from Mark, who sends over the YRP game and says it's data-digging malware. We know Simon sends it to Laura anonymously. This event ties the footage of Simon to the same day that Laura receives the email, June 21st, 2019, and it really makes the case that Simon is talking about how Laura won't get a drink with him at the beginning. Laura begins her channel uploads on June 2nd, 2019. Simon receives the game from Mark and sends it to Laura on June 21st, 2019. It already has Sophie and Plum in it and footage from the future that Laura sees and comments on, not just us as viewers. July 11th, 2019, Laura plays the guide to being young, rich, and powerful until the pixelated Sophie scares her away from the desk, then tries to summon her back for conversation in the video, Are You Being You? In this video, on this day, July 11th, 2019, Laura hears herself, Plum, and Sophie outside her door during the visit that was uploaded on March 5th, 2020. Vlog 5, Laura is outside and giving us an update on her condition. It's August 31st, 2019. Vlog 6, the video called Continue, is from September 17, 2019, as the influence of the YRP game grows. Vlog 7, that's October 13, 2019, but then it falls back to August 31st when the screen distorts and we discover YRP Mobile as Laura is instructed to burn her father's money. Pop Goes the Weasel, the missing video, ignored sequential order and jumped right to Vlog 10, showing us an Untitled Laura video from November 20th, 2019, just like we saw with Vlog 9, which was also untitled and from November 10th. The date changes from November 20th to February 20th, 2020, when Sophie's first vlog appeared. After most of the content in Pop Goes the Weasel, the vlog screen returns and Vlog 8 is chosen. The date shown is November 1st, then it changes to June 2nd and we're shown the decomposing animal alluding to Laura's cat. In the last video uploaded, Vlog 10 is chosen, showing us the untitled video from Laura on November 20th, 2019, and that changes back to February 20th, 2020. Now we see Crowdius Industries and the call between Simon and Chloe, the head of production. She mentions Mark is up to his eyeballs, and admits she was hoping Simon wanted his old job back. Simon wants to put in an order, and it's noted that he's bypassing asking Mark, which Chloe obviously sees as a bit peculiar. It's for something Simon is working on that he can't really talk about. He describes the woman he wants for the order, gives key phrases and personality traits, and has a reference photo. Chloe promises she'll be as exact as Simon's code can get her. He wants to call her Sophie. The video changes to the menu screen, selecting Vlog 8. If we count Pop Goes the Weasel as now irrelevant material in the storyline because of its deletion, this marks the first time Vlog 8 is chosen. We're shown the date of November 1st, 2019, which then changes to June 2nd. Simon's flamingo is shown, and then the opening screen to the guide to being young, rich, and powerful, now with a digital Sophie and a bunch of the paintings of Skila. Digital Sophie assumes the place of real Sophie from her opening video. Nothing happens canonically past November 20th until February 13th, 2020, when Sophie's channel trailer appears, and then on February 20th, her first video, sporting the pink suit and a glossier version of Laura's smoky eye makeup. A theme is introduced of identity, asking how real she is, if she is being real, if she's being herself, and she goes through all the motions of the YRP game, introduces the brand YRP, and makes a full circle from pixel sprite events to filmed reality. As Sophie goes on with her vlog, footage of the corrupted and obsessive Laura appears in her videos, prompting the visit to Laura's house that introduces us to Sophie's manager, Chloe. They also bring in Mark, working for the same company, who has done similar orders to whatever Simon asked for originally, and he tells Sophie, "I didn't think you knew who I was." Sophie goes home but Plum stays trapped in Laura's house. When the Hand of Hate comes knocking, it brings Mark along, who has a bloody handprint on his collarbone area. Keep in mind, Mark was the person who found the YRP game. He describes something in his brain, feeding until it makes you a worm, laying eggs. Sophie and Ben run for their lives, but can't escape the possessed teleporting Mark and his new master. They eventually end up in the place Plum was being kept, and all three meet their demise. Ben and Plum at the hands of Mark, and Sophie at the hands of Laura, who then immediately replaces her in all of Sophie's original vlog footage. Some of it is shown to us on a DVD Simon records and uploads, and some of it passes through directly to YouTube in the video we're witnessing, blurring the line between what the legitimate presentation is, Simon's recordings or actual YouTube uploads. Simon shows us Laura's terrified cry for help and the instruction to watch the next disc before all the others, and that brings us around to where we began our timeline work. The reality we're being presented with here is not unexpected, but the actual context is so out of left field it's like a bucket of cold water thrown right in our face. Sophie being fake as a person is not a surprise. if it were in the sense that she was an actress trying to play into this identity and make herself an influencer with the help of others. Sophie being fake as a person in the sense of being literally manufactured is unthinkable, but that's what we have to confront after seeing the conversation between Simon and Chloe. Eventually, we come to see Chloe and Mark both operating in a handler capacity to Sophie, and it's just a mind bender. How do you put this into the picture? To give you perspective on how much this threw me for a loop, I wrote over a page going back and forth trying to get all my thoughts down on this originally, and I realized I had to scrap it all and redo it, because I just kept circling around the same ideas like I was pacing around the house in my own brain waiting for something to click, and it was a mess. I had to clean it up and present this as points which address 3 different possibilities we have to look at, some of which viewers of the series are struggling with themselves. Theory 1. Sophie is a simulation. We can shoot this down immediately because the evidence is all against it. Lara, Mark, and Chloe, all of them are seen in the videos for Sophie's vlog and footage outside of them showing how real and off the rails everything has gone from just Sophie and her channel. Everything relating to Simon, especially this final video, cancels out the simulation idea even as it brings it up. Sophie isn't a really uncanny 3D animation. The people who show up in her vlogs are far too real and they existed before her. Theory 2. Sophie is an android. This is what's driving me and other people mad. Sophie, as we know her, is not real. We can accept that now. It's obvious, it's clear as can be. All of the hints and themes about identity ring even stronger than before when they were just themes concerning vlogger celebrities. But is she a robot? Is that possible? The only evidence we have for this idea comes from 2 sources. Sophie's consistent talk questioning whether she was real and this final video featuring Simon, Cronius Industries, The Order, and Chloe and Mark's true involvement. The involvement of Chloe as Sophie's manager later on and Mark as a contact, as well as evidence from Lara's timeline, shows us that the events go as follows. YRP game, Simon's order, Sophie vlogs. Simon constructed his Cronius order of Sophie based on what he saw in the YRP game. That is absolutely the case here. The timeline does not work otherwise, and he was dodgy about asking Mark for the order because Mark sent him the source material. It would have made a really awkward conversation, if not an outright refusal. This brings us face to face with the implication that Sophie's vlog and Sophie herself were Simon's creation. But I have major difficulty in accepting any theory that Sophie the person was literally manufactured. So much so that I did it again, everybody. I really did. I typed out so many paragraphs in here arguing the case against android theory and looking at its possibility as well as other tracks before I realized it's all just banging my brain against the wall. Because to be quite honest, we're at a point right now with I Am Sophie that all we can do is work ourselves into a headache. I'm already stressed out over this and I don't need to stress you out, but I know why I'm feeling this way as a viewer. Everything we've seen so far as part of the why and how it happened issues in the story come down to paranormal forces and severe human desire. This is a horror story, for sure, and we've seen the monster and its effects so many times. We've also known for a while that Sophie came in here with a very strong theme of questioning identity and reality, that she was always concerned about being real and her presentation as a person. We've known that she wasn't who she said she was really, even if it was just in the values that she expressed having. That whole last upload, I Can See You All, throws the biggest wrench between the paranormal side of the story and Sophie's presentation as a character, tearing up the works and our understanding of everything. I've given myself a headache before trying to solve this with the new information we've been presented, and I'm doing it again right now. I'm not exaggerating. I've written and rewritten this a few times, and I need some Tylenol. This does not often happen when I'm writing a script. I know there's more content to come that makes this insane cliffhanger make sense. There has to be. We also need there to be, because this upload presented possibilities and explanations that are just in seedling stages, and without more evidence, it puts us all in a place of wild speculation trying to force these puzzle pieces to fit. We don't even have true evidence for the android theory if you think about it. All we have is the 3D model, and we don't even know what that means. But the situation has driven us crazy trying to figure it out from one revelation without any new clues to help us put it firmly in place. And it's because we're in territory we've never experienced. This series powered on since launch like a monorail, delivering updates every month. But the last time we received anything was July 19th. It is now October. We're in the first full week of October, and there's been nothing. And I absolutely understand delays when it comes to nonfiction. I've seen them the entire time I've run Nightmind. And especially in a year like this, it is more than understandable. I'm just genuinely concerned and baffled right now, because no one has managed to start a series, keep uploading, and show they're going to march on right up to the end without a hiccup like I Am Sophie. This kind of silence is totally out of character for them, and I'm worried. And with the last update being what it was and the ideas it introduced, I'm also, like a lot of you, very lost. How do you take such a paranormal heavy story and then introduce this? I don't understand. I've tried to, and I just keep coming up with nothing that I feel confident about without more evidence. I held off from making an update video for this long because I kept waiting to see if there'd be a new upload, a tweet, an Instagram post, something. At this point, I just want a sign of life that lets us know things haven't gone horribly wrong behind the scenes. There's so much here that we don't know and plenty of loose ends. I've tried to figure out the full impact of the last update as much as I can on and off since it was uploaded. Every time I just keep on running into walls. I see possibilities for a few things, but without real evidence to support the ideas, I'm not about to declare anything as my horse in the race. Which is an odd thing to say because, dead horses, but hey, at least we're on topic, right? I don't do theories here. I never have. I need the pieces together to form a picture and present it and say this is what I see. But none of us have gotten pieces for a bit. All I'm left with are my opinions and my feelings. And right now, what I feel is that I miss this series. And man, I really hope the team for I Am Sophie is doing okay. And that's all for now, everyone. Thanks to all of you for watching, Surfshark for sponsoring, and my supporters on Patreon who help me stay stocked up on things that treat headaches while working myself into a spell over plot developments. You can catch the names of all these excellent creatures of the night at the end of this video and all major videos. And if you'd like to join them in supporting Nightmind and the Nightmind Index for new and active unfiction projects, you can do so for as low as $2 a month. Thanks for joining me in the dark again this evening. Once more, I'm Nick Nocturne, and when I Am Sophie updates again, I will yell about it to you all from the digital rooftops. Until then, take care and sleep tight.